You think there's gonna be any major issues when I cut this water on? If it is, I'm not gonna tell you about it, I can tell you that. Hey buddy, hey, how many eggs mama get today? You know? You know how many eggs it was today? You know how many eggs it was today? I'm fixing to find out. Yeah, I'm fixing to find out.
What you doing?
Oh, I'm just getting ready to see if that pipe leaks, but I was coming to see how many eggs you got, because I gathered these yesterday and I didn't count them.
You saved the day.
I did?
You saved the day because you had these sitting here.
I did.
And I brought mine in here.
Now these were in my side-by-side.
Yeah.
The screaming chicken.
And I had 35 eggs.
You had 35.
So that means that I had one egg short.
Of 3 dozen.
3 dozen. And then when I saw that you had these,
Yeah.
we made up that 3 dozen. So
I bet I'm close to 3 dozen in that basket.
you think?
Yeah, I
I
bet so.
subtract 1 because I added it to this one. I'm going to get these cartoned up and...
You do that, and then I'm going to get ready to,
Test this
we're
water.
going to get ready to test this water. I will say this. I was anticipating that today was going to be just as hot as it has been the last 3 days, but it shows it's going to be in the high 70s, but I don't believe it.
The sun isn't shining, and when the sun isn't shining, it makes it feel so much cooler. I got a jacket on.
I got my vest on, and the wind is blowing pretty good.
You know what that means?
What?
We just got to work hard to get warm.
I guess so. I
I
guess
got
so.
a new shirt design.
I see your new shirt.
If y'all haven't checked out the Cog Hill Country Store, we got all kind of new stuff over there.
All kind of new goodies.
You got something you want to share too, don't you?
Yep. I got something big that I want to share too.
Well, you go do that.
Okay.
And I'll finish carting the eggs.
Okay.
I'll even take them out to the roadside stand.
That'll work.
And then we can meet up
Okay. Sounds good.
over at the hole.
Sounds good. At the hole. The watering hole.
It's not a swimming hole.
No. It's not. So what Brooke was referring to was something that I have been wanting to do forever. Something that I've been working on for a really long time with my buddy Jay McNespy, who helps us do the children's books. This is something that has been, I know we've worked on it for a year, but I'm thinking maybe over a year. It has been, oh goodness, it's been ongoing. A ton of work went into this. A ton of work. And that is my own gardening book called Dirt and Work. And if we've done it on the farm, from something as basic as seed starting, seed saving, starting seeds, all the way up to growing vegetables, growing flowers, roses, shrubs, the fruit orchard, anything that I've talked about gardening wise is in this book. But I do want to say this, it's not all gardening. There's a ton of personal stories in here, hoodles of pictures, lots of pictures of the animals are in here. Again, it's just more than a gardening book. You can even see, here's Mary Carl right there with a big old bouquet of flowers that we picked on the farm. But I mean, from pruning, deadheading, anything you can think of about gardening is in this book, along with lots of little cute personal stories over the years. And I think y'all will love it. And again, thank y'all for inspiring me to do something like this. I appreciate y'all more than you'll ever know. And if you are interested in this, of course, you know that it's on our website, www.coghillfarm.com. Y'all, just look how green everything is getting. It is crazy. Even look over here, look at Pocket's pasture. You can see Peaches over there grazing too this morning. Crazy how things are just greening up just in a matter of a week. I don't like them, and they were here when we got here. That is the Bradford pear trees over there. You can see them blooming already. What's going on, guys? Oh, goodness. Hey, Big Top. Hey, buddy. Hey, buddy. Also, I like to mention the birds. I mean, they are in full force. This is the big, we have robins every year, but this year we've really had the robins. Really big robin year this year so far. A lot more than I've seen in the past here. Holly decided that she wants to, well, she wants to play ball. You see she's got her ball. Holly! And when she's got that ball, she really doesn't want to ride. It's crazy. I don't get it. I don't get it. All right, Brooke. So my plan is to, we went yesterday and got the pick stuff. And that's the reason why we didn't cut this on yesterday, is we had to go get some other stuff. And we had some normal stuff we had to do here on the farm, like I cleaned pastures yesterday. And what else did I do? There were several things on my list.
We restocked rustic relics.
We had to go to town and restock the the flea market booth. Or
we had to pick up books from the printer,
Yep.
the children's books as well.
That's right. And we had a lot going on yesterday.
It was a full day.
So that's the reason why we didn't cut the water on. But today's the day, so we did pick up some stuff, because I'm going to convert it to picks when it goes in the barn or the shop here. And that's what I'm about to do now, is grab this stuff here. Y'all will say this. Y'all know I dislike plumbing. I do not like it in the least. When it comes to DIY stuff, you know, woodworking, I don't mind. Electrical, I really don't mind. Oh gosh, whatever else you can think of. But when it comes to plumbing, I don't like it. But if you have not introduced yourself to PEX, which is this stuff right here, let me tell y'all, it will change everything, okay? No glues, no primer, no whole bunch of fitting. I mean, it will change everything. I'm not saying it's gonna make you love plumbing, but I tell you this, it does. I dislike plumbing a lot less. Does that make sense? I don't mind doing plumbing near as bad if I got PEX versus PVC. Now, the only reason we didn't run PEX down to that ditch is because we already had the PVC. That was just left over from the house build or the barn build or something. And like we said earlier, that stuff is not cheap anymore. So I didn't want to go out and spend a whole bunch of money that I didn't have to and use what I got. But I did go buy some PEX, because I will use this. I find myself using this all the time. Not all the time, but when I have a repair, I'm kind of converting things over to PEX. And I'm telling you, it is way easier. And what I mean by no glues, the one I like is the clamp style. So what you'll do is, well, let me just show you. Say I wanted to put two pieces together. This is my coupler right here. This is how I would put two pieces of PEX together. And you see it's barbed. See it right there? And that just lets it hold on really good. And what you'll do is, you got your cutter. So this is my PEX cutter. Don't have to worry about no sawing or nothing like that. Just, this is the cutter. And it cuts right through it like butter. And you got to have you a clamping tool. I'm sure there's a specific name for this thing, but I don't know what it is. But to me, it's the clamping tool. And you get you some of these fancy dancy clamps right here. That's for PEX. And what you'll do is, you put this in your clamping tool like that. You put your PEX over your fitting, put it in there, and you squeeze this all the way down, and it locks it into place, and it will not leak. Will not leak. So no glue, no primer. Other thing is, PEX, I don't say it won't bust on you or break on you or crack on you in cold weather, but it's a lot less prone to do that. We've never had a piece of PEX break ever, 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 ever. And when the guy plumbed our house up, he said he's never seen it, but he's heard that it's possible it could, but he had never seen it either. So it expands and swells a lot better than PVC does. So to me, it's kind of like if you took copper and you took PVC and they had a baby, it would be PEX.
So we had this old faucet stored away in the barn because we actually bought the wrong one when we installed the the faucet in the milk room.
Yeah.
We bought one that mounts on the back, and the one in the milk room doesn't mount like that. It had a hole in the bottom.
Right.
Well, I had my doubts that this was an 8-inch center faucet, but guess what?
Oh, it'll work? Oh, it will work.
It will work.
Look at there.
Look at there.
Perfect.
So you'll have a semi-large size spout comes off.
Oh yeah, this is great. But I got a cutoff valve right here. This is it. It's a PEX cutoff valve. So I'm gonna cut the water off in the barn
Okay.
once I get all this done.
Okay.
And that way I can come back and add the sink. And we want to do hot water.
Right.
So
And I've got a little hot water heater that we had at the old farm.
oh, that's right.
When we processed chickens, we ran hot water to the little shed, and it's just a little, probably
tank style
20-gallon hot water heater. So we don't need much hot water over here. We don't need to keep it hot all the time for sure.
Mainly for the horses.
Right,
Yep.
right. And so we will utilize that hot water heater.
That's right.
Here.
I wonder if that's, I think that we had it at the whole farm and that little, I don't think it was 220. I think it's 110 too. All right.
Back in the box.
So let's cut the water on.
I think that's a good idea.
Let's cut the water on. Let's see what we got. No leaks, no leaks, no leaks, no leaks, no leaks.
Because if this is leaking, then we gotta
regroup anyways.
we gotta regroup.
Yeah. All right, we're wide open. All right, all the pressure's on the pipe now. All right, full pressure. We should see a leak pretty easily because the dirt's so dry.
Yeah,
We
I think
would see it.
we'd see a spring coming up.
Yeah. And it'd be wet around the fittings. So far, so good. So far, so good. All right, now that right here would be another spot where we start seeing water. No water.
This means he's a real plumber.
Looks like it's okay.
All right, before you cut it back off,
Yeah?
I want to top off the horse water
Okay.
in case something were to happen.
Okay. So there were some that were wondering if I had dug the trench actually deep enough. Now again, we're in central Alabama. Extremely mild winters here. Technically, well, they say our frost line is 6 inches, but I think it's more around 3, to be honest with you. I think they just say 6 to be on the safe side. We've had pipe buried 2 to 3 inches deep in the ground and never, ever, ever, ever froze. So code is 12 inches, and it's definitely 12 inches. No issues there, so we are up to code. Brooke, look at Holly's bed.
You just fit. Those boys come over there, there's no hope.
Oh my goodness. Oh goodness.
Great idea.
Don't you though? Holly. All right, so the water has been on for 30 minutes and still no leaks. So I think we're pretty good and safe to go ahead and cover this up. And to be safe, I think we're just gonna use Big Orange over here and let Brooke cover it up the best she can. And then we'll come in with the rake or something or the shovel and hit any low spots if we need to. Yeah, that's what I was coming to do, was to cut it off. You'll see it's all covered up. We have to cut the, yeah, we'll cover, we gotta cut the water back off, and then we're going to start getting the water into the barn and get the drain out too. I got this stuff wrapped up.
Well, see, I could be doing that. I could be undoing this while you do something else.
I need to cut me a little piece off.
Why does it go up under it?
I don't know how they got it in there.
That's the weird part.
It's crazy.
It goes up under it.
Yeah, there's me a little piece there.
Need a rag?
Yeah, I probably do need one.
Plumber's assistant.
Plumber assistant. You just ain't got the crack.
You never know.
I'm gonna go ahead and put this fitting in. I think it'd be a lot easier to do it now because it's threaded. Then when I get it on the piece of PVC, that wind is killer, ain't it? All right, what have we got?
There's a piece of pipe with a fitting.
This is what I need right here. All right. So, put some Teflon tape on these threads.
So you don't glue that in.
This, I'll glue this in, but not
the
this
end with the threads on it.
Yeah, I thought it'd be a lot easier to
Oh, it definitely will.
do it out of the, or before we put it on that pipe. All right. Got that done. That shouldn't leak. Use my knife. I've never seen these before in my life. Vice grip.
I was just looking at it.
Crescent wrench. Or adjustable wrench. My buddy George showed me these.
I didn't know that existed.
And I bought me some. And that's what I just used in. They work well. George is the man. All right.
You want me to open that and hand it to you?
Got this one.
This one's open.
That one's open.
You don't need the rag, do you?
Not right this minute. I didn't have much water come out. All right.
Did you get glue on you?
No glue, I just got that primer.
Is that the end of the
That's all the gluing. That's it. We done gluing. Let me just show y'all this pics. How awesome this is.
No glue, no primer.
No glue, no primer. Put your clamp on there. Squeeze it.
It looks like it's tough to squeeze,
I probably got cheap
clamp?
I got the cheapest ones I could buy. They make them bigger than that. But there you go. It's on there. It's not moving. It's not leaking. That's in there. All right, now let's put that one on. No sawing. You just got these cutters. It's a clean cut, not jagged. This will make you right here almost like plumbing.
I was just looking at it thinking that I might do that in my off time. Got to put the ring on it first that you did.
Yeah, I got it on there. Yeah, they make some with bigger handles.
Okay.
That'll make it easier.
You want me to hold it for you?
Easier to, you got it? Mm-hmm. And if you make a mistake, you just get a razor blade.
Start over?
Cut it off and start over. There we go. Done. I'm thinking about anywhere from 15 to 17 inches up.
Yeah, as long as you get above that board, you're good.
Alrighty.
You get high enough?
Yeah.
You want me to go through and cut the insulation?
It kind of went through it.
Oh, did it?
Mm-hmm.
So you can see a hole?
Mm-hmm.
Good deal, Jason.
You hold this. Mm-hmm. Okay.
Easy as that, huh?
Easy as that. I will say this about the pegs. It comes in 3 colors. Blue for cold water, red for hot water, and white for universal.
Mm-hmm.
Our hardware store didn't have the white, or I would have used the white to come in.
But it doesn't matter, does it?
It doesn't matter. It's all the same. That's just for
color code for...
I guess if you were doing a job for somebody and
needed
they could tell which one was which. Hold that right there.
Let me come on the other side.
Okay. And even though this should not freeze and break on us, we're still gonna put insulation on it. Ooh.
What?
Ooh, I don't know if I can get my darn pliers in there. I can't.
What now?
I got to dig this hole out. I can't get my pliers in there. If I'd have been smart, I'd have put this on first. Then that one.
Oh, you didn't know.
I gotta shave this. My pliers will not fit.
We don't want dirt going all down in there either, do we?
Oh, I can clean it out. I just gotta get that. Just don't hit the.
About right here?
Yeah, on both sides, probably. Can you do it? It's hard. Just don't hit the PVC and break it.
Like that?
Yeah, I can cut this out and start over.
I don't think you want to do that. Ain't close enough?
We'll dig it out. I think so. Why don't I just do this?
Well, we didn't want to do that because we didn't want to break that pipe, but is it okay?
Yeah, hold it right there. Gee whiz. I'm gonna leave that on camera. Oh, goodness.
That's perfect, isn't it?
I still can't get over it.
I didn't think the pipe would move.
Oh, gosh.
Well, you don't even realize it. You're teaching a plumbing class.
Oh, if nobody's used this PEX, I bet they're gonna change their mind after watching this video. Cause if I can do it, as much as I can't stand plumbing, anybody else can do it.
My daddy hated plumbing too.
He wouldn't have hated this.
But do you remember?
Mm-hmm.
Your cutoff valve crimps on too?
Mm-hmm. What I like about this is, I don't know if any of y'all ever done plumbing before and installed one of them cutoff valves, the plastic PVC kind, and glued your valve shut or glued your valve open and you couldn't turn it. I've done that before. That's it. Done. I bet some of y'all are going, you forgot something. You forgot something. What about your drain? Almost forgot my drains. I'm gonna go ahead and put it in too. Well, there we go. Drain, water, all going in the barn, and we'll come back and spray foam it and secure it to the barn, and we'll be ready to go. But probably gonna wait till tomorrow before I cut this water back on, because I want to make sure it cures real well, where I put that new fitting on there where we converted from PVC to PEX, and because the PEX won't leak. But I just want to make sure that that glue sits up real good and cures real good, makes a great bond before we cut all the water on. I tell you, that's about 25 cent, raise worthy right there. All right, Big SO, time for you to go to work, buddy. Time for you to go to work. And see if we can get Bobby C filled up. Every time. Like butter. Every time.
Can I go ahead and get the handle?
Yeah, you can go ahead and get it. You gotta turn it sideways.
I see that. I need to learn how to do this myself.
Okay. Positive on the positive, negative on the negative. And then over here, we gotta flip the switch on. You can go ahead and put it in your thing, because it ain't. Right here, here's your switch. You don't see it? Right here.
Oh.
And there she goes.
Just like that.
Just like that.
Well, that sure is a lot easier than 5-gallon gas cans, isn't it?
Way easier. Now, it ain't like a gas station one. Now, it don't stop.
Oh, it don't stop?
Mm-mm.
Well, I think it's going to take a little bit more than what we got.
Okay. I didn't want you to keep holding it, think it's gonna click like a gas station handle does.
I got you. I think we'll be able to hear the difference too.
Yeah, you'll hear it when it starts coming up.
You hear the sound change. Uh-oh. Now, how did you get that thing to open? Right there?
You got it?
Yeah. I've opened it before, but I sat
This
there
thing?
and hold it. I didn't know it was a little
Oh, yeah, it's locked.
prop open thing.
Mm-hmm. That keeps
Thank
it
you,
open.
thank you, thank you.
You're welcome. Now you
Appreciate
can go
you.
tear something up.
Yeah. I'll call you when I need you.
Okay. Hello, Snow White. How you doing, girl? How you doing? Liking this warmer weather? I know you are. Can y'all hear Gus? Y'all listen. The old snoring machine right there now. I need to get over here. Guess I like to climb the fence. He's blocking my gate right there, and I don't want to wake him up. Oh, he got up anyways. Sorry, Gus. What's going on, Loretta? I want to get these old blackberry brambles up here. I think y'all done with them. We got a nice ant bed in the middle of them. See it right there? I got one right there now. Yeah, I'm having a time with ants, as you guys can see. Now, outside the fence, I put just a little bit on that side right there, and I hadn't let the goats in over here. And I just wanted to see if that would kill these ants. Let's see if it did. Yeah, he got them. He got them. I still see a few. Not many though. So that little bit on the outside did? No, it didn't either. Well, there's still some in there, y'all. A little bit. A little bit in there. I couldn't put it all on it like I like to. I just put on the edge there to see how, and that's just all-purpose ant. Fire ant killer, that's all that is. And, well, you can see right here. Right there, and then over here, and over here. Brooke tried some poisons that claimed to be animal friendly, and she said it didn't work, but I don't know, Brooke. Nope, it didn't work. Never mind. That bed looked like it was dead, but it's not. It's not dead. So our problem is trying to find a, of course, animal friendly ant bait to help us with these fire ants. If you guys know anything, let us know in the comments or send us an email. I definitely don't want to put anything out here that's going to harm my animals. I mean, I'll live with the ants. You know, we'll just leave the ant beds out here. So I thought that's when Brooke put some quote unquote animal friendly, and it didn't do anything. But you can see how big these ant hills are getting. They're getting pretty large. And I'm gonna get Loretta's bow while I'm over here, but we got them. We definitely got them. Now outside the fence, I'm not worried about because I don't have any animals technically really outside the fence that would bother with the ant beds. But I don't want Gus and Loretta rooting around in there trying to get something that attracts them, and you know what I mean. We don't want to make our animals sick, right, buddy? If you know anything or got a good solution for it, please let me know. All right, let's get these blackberries out of here. Loretta, you want to help me? I'd rather you not, because I'm going to stir up these ants, I can tell you that. We're going to stir them up. And y'all, if they bite me, I will swell up. He done got Gus stirred up now. Yeah, here he comes. We don't need him over here, do we? Appreciate your help, girl. Yeah, appreciate your help. Well, with Gus being up, at least I can come out the gate. Ain't that right, honey? Ain't that right, baby? Gonna give everybody a little bit of honey sugar. There you go. Honey got the craziest eyes, y'all. Watch, look at her eyes. Watch this. Oh, goodness. She's got the silliest looks. Yeah. I love you, though. Yeah. Something I've been wanting to know if it's time for us to put the cattle curtains up. And yeah, it's getting time. I gotta get the stuff that goes in them. And we'll get those put up probably this week. I know you don't have to have many guesses to know who that is. Right there. Not many at all. That thing has got it made in the shade right there. I don't know who sleeps more, you or Gus. I don't. I can hear Gus snoring again from over here. But I will say that, at least you don't snore. Or Loretta. Loretta don't snore either. As a matter of fact, I think Gus is the only animal here that does snore. Truth be known. Thank y'all so much for helping us with the water line today. Appreciate y'all so much. Y'all have no idea how much we appreciate y'all. Catch you guys on the next one, and I hope y'all getting some beautiful weather like we are. Until next time, love you guys. Bramble, you want to tell them? Y'all be good.